It's been a tough couple of years for airlines across the aviation industry. The return to profitability has been an even longer process. However, in the past couple of days, United Airlines announced a return to profitability following the reveal of their second quarter financial results in a big move. The airline also therefore announced its highest second quarter revenue in company history, meaning that since the pandemic began, it's finally returned to that all-important profitability, and an even more considerable success following the record high fuel prices that have only recently come to fruition and are of course impacting the operations at carriers around the world. Operating revenue was up a further 6% compared to the second quarter of 2019, of course, before the unexpected arrival of the pandemic. Meanwhile, they also recorded a fantastically high total revenue per available seat mile, or more commonly known as TRASM, being at record levels, once again going up a staggering 24% over the second quarter in 2019, with this actually only expected to continue to rise. United Airlines are forecasting on this front a further 24 to 26% improvement in the third quarter of this calendar year. Scott Kirby, who is the Chief Executive Officer at United Airlines, commented on the return to profitability, saying, "I'm grateful to the United team that has fought through severe systematic challenges impacting all of global aviation to serve our customers. It's nice to return to profitability, but we must confront three risks that could grow over the next 6 to 18 months. Industry-wide operational challenges that limit the system's capacity, record fuel prices, and the increasing possibility of a global recession are each real challenges that we are already addressing. These fundamental challenges have already led to higher costs, fuel prices, and revenue, which means we're as confident as ever that we will deliver on our 9% adjusted pre-tax margin target in 2023. Of course, the return to profitability is incredibly encouraging for United Airlines, with key numbers also forecasted to rise over time. However, the ever-looming issues with staff shortages and more that we just saw the Chief Executive Officer Scott Kirby mention do hover over United Airlines. For the most part, though, the US-based airline is working towards rebuilding its network, without too many implications at this stage, including non-stop services back to locations in Australia. The second quarter also saw them resume 24 international routes, while also announcing various new services that had not previously featured across the network. To help cope with one pressing issue of pilot shortages, United also made the announcement during the second quarter that they plan to expand their flight training center in Denver, which is the largest of its kind, and they'll see, therefore, thanks to this, a further 10,000 pilots hired and trained by 2030. Ultimately, for airlines within the United States, just like United, they can definitely consider themselves lucky in a certain sense, being one of the fastest markets to recover, thanks to the United States easing their travel restrictions a lot earlier than other markets. That being said, they didn't necessarily have a complete smooth sailing pathway out of the pandemic, but they can definitely thank the government and more that did allow them to come back to profitability sooner than some carriers. To Daniel, Al-Walid, Eric, The Flash Cuban, Neil, Don, Stefan, and Jam, thank you very much for being cabin crew members here on the channel. Your support is really appreciated, and I thank you endlessly. If you have any thoughts on the situation at United Airlines, please do not hesitate to leave them in the comments below. Until the next one, do take care and be safe, and I'll see you then.